People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the topic that is trending in the news is about this medical ship, this hospital ship that was sent from the US to Jamaica, that is docked in the ports of Jamaica right now, and there is mixed reaction from persons. Persons are saying that they have an ulterior motive, their motive is not good, and they even likened their motive to something that happened in the past a couple of decades ago. We are speaking about the Tuskegee experiment, and some persons are saying that they are here to poison and get rid of black people and Rete and Lele. Now people, like I said before, sometimes we have to kind of evaluate stuff and see exactly what is going on. And I know that some persons are saying that America does not have free healthcare. So how is it that they are providing free healthcare to Jamaica? But people, like we say, sometimes them say anything that is free, you have to pay eventually. Now, based on what is going on and based on the reaction, I seek the advice of somebody that is in that field, that is in the medical field, that works with doctors, that works with medication. So I am speaking about a professional. Anyway, she made a video, and obviously because of her job and the security of her job and the privacy issue associated with her job, she could not show her face. However, she gave some pertinent information. She made it very clear that these medications that they're offering to persons in the third world, specifically Jamaica in this case, are experimental drugs. So therefore, they have not gotten the full approval from the body that governs medication that is distributed worldwide. So therefore, they are now in the testing stage. So therefore, islands like Jamaica, third world countries and poorer nations in Africa, Rete and Lele, are like the guinea pigs for these DRUGs. So people, listen to what she has to say and then I'll give my piece.
Your doctor will offer you medication to try that. They give it to you for free. In some cases, 2 weeks worth. Those are trials. Those are medication that are still under investigation, still being tested. So just to let you know, it's not just a third world country that goes through this, unfortunately. So I've given that information as much as best to my knowledge, and you just have to be careful what you do, put into your body medically. You just have to. There's no way around it. I hope this will help somebody today to go out there and research, because remember, it's your body. Not even the doctor who's trying to help you at one point or another. They are going to do what they feel the best. So at the end of the day, you are the one left with that final decision. Whether you swallow a pill, you take a shot, you do a surgery, it's your body. And take care of your body. You only have one.
Now people, like I've said before in the 2 prior videos that I did, that persons from other countries, specifically US, they cannot just come out there and blatantly administer stuff to people that they know is going to be detrimental to their health. So in other words, them can't at Jamaica for KILL off the people, them point blank and period. However, if they have these medication that are in the experimental stage, for them to get full approval, they have to do case studies. They have to get feedback from persons and see how these medication work, what is the side effect, Rete and Lele. So the truth and the fact is that Jamaica would be a guinea pig. Islands and nations that are getting these free medications would be guinea pig or part of the experiment. So people, like we say, we can understand why persons would liken it to the Tuskegee experiment. However, the difference in the case of the Tuskegee experiment, they were administering viruses that they know would have been detrimental to the health of black persons or black people back in them decades. So therefore, this is something different. This is an experimental medication that they are trying to get approval for. So people, like we say, there is a motive. And we have to also understand that most of these drug companies are very, very rich. They are very influential. So therefore, they would have sponsored a lot of these doctors, a lot of these medical ships, a lot of these doctors without border. We are speaking about volunteer doctors that go around other third world countries or other poorer nations. So people, like we say, the motive is always money. The motive is always getting approval for millions or billions of dollars in the near or distant future, point blank and period. And people, when we think about the situation or the circumstance, when it comes to poor people, their back is basically against the wall. So therefore, if you are sick and you need the medication and you cannot afford what is readily available, we are talking about the expensive medication, then basically your back is against the wall, because like them say, desperate times calls for desperate measures. So the point that I am trying to make is that the persons living in these first world countries, because of the fact that they can afford it, they would be less inclined to try these experimental medication, because they would have more options. Them can't afford other options. However, as it pertains to Jamaica, these people are broke. Their back is against the wall. So therefore, like me say, they would have less choice. They would have little or no choice but to take something that could help, instead of suffering from whatever illness that they have, point blank and period. So anyways, people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Now people, before I get to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. One word, Jamaica Dancehall Source. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that we saw that the Assistant Commissioner of Popo, I am speaking about a person whose name is Fitz Bailey, and he was at a meeting for the lay magistrate, the annual general meeting for the lay magistrate in St. Elizabeth, and he said that he has a big problem with people labeling the Popo corrupt and Rete and Lele. Now people, when we listen to what he says and we see exactly what is going on in Jamaica, it seems like this ACP, we are talking about the Assistant Commissioner of Popo, it seems like he is in denial, because the truth and the fact is that majority of these Popos in Jamaica are indeed corrupt, point blank and period. However, he claims that 55% of the cases involving slap-away in Jamaica annually are cleared up. Now people, when we listen to the word clear up, it is relative to what he deems, or the ACP deems, as satisfactory or a final conclusion or a resolution. But we have to ask the question, is the victim or the family of the victim satisfied with the result? Is it effective? Did people actually pay for their deed and is now doing time in the slammer? People, that is what I call clear up. However, the ACP says that he has facts, he has documentation, he has paperwork, he has result. However, the point that Mr. Fitz Bailey was trying to make is that over the 1,000 cases of slap-away in 2018 and 2019, over 600 of them were cleared up. Over 600 of them had a resolution. Now this information would be shocking to most Jamaicans, or most Jamaicans living overseas, because based on history, based on every time that we listen to a family of the victim or one of the victims of any sorts of serious crimes in Jamaica, they always claim, they always allege that them can't get no justice, especially or specifically as it pertains to poor people. So people, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Mr. Fitzbailey is delusional? Do you think that he is doctoring up the paperwork? Do you think that he is hyping up the result to make it seem as if they are effective? Let me know what you think in the comment section, because people, like me say, I gave my views and I gave my opinion. It is not the gospel. However, your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.